something points a game, low shooting percentage?
Our attention to detail's gotten better. Our conditioning's gotten better. The two or three early blowouts, it got us going from a pride standpoint. And you know, we've been better, and we've got to continue it. These next 3 games are, you know, extremely competitive games. They're all national TV games, and so you know, this is going to raise the bar even higher.
How do you keep that same defensive intensity against a guy like Kobe, who's had 4 straight 40-point games?
Well, it's a big problem. It's a big challenge. We got to have multiple guys ready to guard him, but we can't lose sight of the fact that they got a bunch of other really good players, and so it's never going to fall on one guy's shoulders. It's a team responsibility guarding a guy like Brian. Look, Gasol and Bynum are great players, and you know, look, Artest and World Peace, you know, and Fisher and all these guys have been in a lot of big games, you know, so we got to be ready for all of them.
A lot was made about the personnel that left from a defensive standpoint, but the system overall, is that supposed to make up for, you know, plug guys in as long as they follow the system, that it should work this way?
Yeah, well, the system is key because, you know, everybody has a responsibility within the system, and if you follow the rules and you get beat, there's always going to be help. If you break rules in a defensive system, you know, and don't follow the rule you're supposed to follow, frequently you're going to be in a situation where there isn't help. And so, you know, trust is a big thing. We've been able to build some trust, but again, it's, you know, the stakes are getting higher this week, and this will be a good challenge for us.
All things considered, where is Lamar at this point?
He's right there. He's right here.
In terms of fitting into the team.
We love him. We love him, and I, particularly the last 3 games, I really love the way he's competing. So, you know, he's going. Everything's going the right way, and he's got some really unique skills that are fitting in well with our team.
I got a question for you.
You do. Go ahead. Fire away.
In your role with the NABC, the Lakers hired Victoria Messina, Italian coach, this year to be on their bench. Why do you think maybe that hasn't happened as much as frequently?
Oh, I know it's happened some, but you know, Mike Brown has a relationship with him going back several years, and you know, Mike's been over to Italy and some of the places where he's coached, and so you know, it makes perfect sense. There are other coaches that, you know, are involved, that are on payrolls and that are in consulting positions, and I see it happening more and more going forward because there are great coaches in Europe and around the world.
Do you expect Lamar to be nervous about this game at all, or emotions?
I know he's going to compete his ass off, and that's really the number one job of everybody on our team. And when our competitive level is up and where it needs to be at, you know, we're hard to beat, and you know, he's going to be right in the mix, in the middle of that mix, and he's going to compete hard.
Is that Lamar you're talking about?
Lamar Odom, yeah.
Have you felt any need to talk? It's probably be an emotional deal from tonight. Any need to talk to him about, hey, just keep everything in check, or is that?
Well, our first priority is make sure he goes to the right locker room, and then, hey, you know, his number one job is to compete his butt off, and you know, we all got his back because he's a special guy. We love him, and he's got unique skills that very few players in this league have, and right now the thing we need from him is a high competitive level and to play his game, and we're asking that of everybody on our roster.
You felt the need to almost kind of consider all the circumstances surrounding, you know, just his arrival and, you know, the summer that he went through and all that, when just kind of evaluating how the pace that he's fitting in with you guys?
Well, I know at this point, right now, he's competing at a high level, and I know that there were some events, some difficult things, but you know, he's been a man's man. You know, it was a struggle early. He kept fighting, and now we're in a position where he's competing at a high level, and we're going to keep it moving that direction. And he's a really important player on our team.
Rick, how have you successfully been able to get these guys to buy into playing 18, 20, 24 minutes instead of 28, 30, 34 minutes like most of them usually do?
Well, you know, we've based everything pretty much on our competitive level, and the first 2 games pretty much told us that, you know, this season's not going to be about, you know, getting in a rhythm offensively or, you know, worrying about who's, you know, getting their minutes. And it's going to be about having 5 guys in a Mavericks uniform that are playing their ass off. I mean, that's what this has got to be about. And you know, hey, we got a locker room full of guys that you know, are motivated to win. We got a lot of free agents on this team, and these guys know that the best chance to be successful going forward is to be in a winning situation. And so, you know, and let's face it, a lot of these guys have been down the road of, you know, getting their minutes and getting their stats, and they want to be part of something special, something where, you know, winning is the #1 thing, and that's what we're about.
Thank you.
Good.